Hello all and welcome back to the channel. Today this is episode 29 of our Liverpool rebuild. Um, Going back into the fixtures, convincing friendlies. As you can see, we did lose the Community Shield against City. League wise played 2-1-2. It's a good start. Also won the UEFA Super Cup with a 2-0 win over Atletico Madrid. Everything's looking pretty good, to be honest. I can't really say too much about everything. I mean, everything's looking good. Reece Williams is not looking too good. Paul Wanner is looking pretty decent, so that's something to keep an eye on. I think I may even need to bring him into the first team at some point. Good result against Leicester. We do have money coming out of our ear holes, in all fairness, for a lot of deals. So financially, we're looking pretty good. £171 million sitting there. When it comes to the recruitment side of things, we still have 116 million, and we also more or less have £500,000 in the wage budget. I don't really feel as though there is anyone that I really want to get in right now. Hendrick will be a possibility at some point. Dean Warren I will be looking at some point as well. I don't really feel as though there's anyone else too much that's going to tickle my fancy. So we move on. The Barney's now on £99,000 a week. Chelsea incoming at home. Mohamed Yasrili out for 3 weeks. Two absolute cracking games coming up, Chelsea and City, both at home. Two really important games there, very early on in the season. City are unbeaten. Chelsea, in the main hand, well, it's not looking too good for them. So, Mohamed Yasrili is not fit. I'll put Andrew Robertson on the bench. I might even start him, I think I will. Just because it is a big game. Silva, Van Dijk. And you know what? I'm going to start... No, I've got more chance with Thierry Emery here. That's how I'm going to go with, to be honest. I'm going to go with this one. Fabinho will probably start the next game. Fire these boys up early. Nunez offside as normal. It is a complete normal thing. But Nunez will get this one. Alexander-Arnold racing down. Ball into Salah. Ball across. Tapped home by Nunez. That gives us a 1-0 lead. The perfect start. We've got a penalty. We're going to let Salah take it. And he has scored. Calmly taken. 2-0 to Liverpool. Been debating about my formation choice, and I think that I'm doing the right thing now by choosing the tactic that seems to have got me plenty of success with two holding and Bellingham sort of having that freedom in front. I think that's the right play. I did want to play the attacking midfielder, but it hasn't seemed to have worked. 2-0 at half time. We are pleased, as we should be. Let's keep it going. Fire him up. Diaz has been not great. Neither's Bellingham, though, in all fairness. It might be a couple of subs I need to make there. That's going to be Diaz for Strudel, and for Bellingham, we'll put on Lucas Susic, but he's not a ball-winning midfielder. I'll say he's more of a Mazzala. No, come on, man. It's done it again. Why is it not going that far down? It honestly will not let me go down. See, I'm pressing down now, and it will not work. That is crazy. Some things I don't understand. A lot of little things with this game. Demand more from the boys. It's another one. Julian Timber and Slurdelup got in the little dink as well. And he has scored to make it 3-0. I think he's going to be finding himself in this team a little bit more this season. Salah for kudos, that is fine. And I also think that Robertson has played his part for the game as well. It's a good result. I did expect the win. We've made it for Virgil into Susic, who has released an absolute banger. And that is 4-0. And that is game over. 4-0 at home to Chelsea. Really good result. Delighted with that one. Milos Kerkez would rather have stayed on the bench. And that sends Chelsea bottom of the league. Things you love to see. City at home next. Someone's perfect record is going to go. Robertson and Strudel are fit. So, we're going to take out Thierry Emery and we're going to put in Fabinho, and also I'm going to start Strudel. I think he deserves to start, if I'm honest. I think that is the team I need to put out. Vidovic, Nicolas Gonzalez. Not a great deal of change, to be honest, from City. So let's fire these boys up early. Team I've really always struggled against City, especially in the league. City got 2 booked early. I was about to say, it looked like from what I've been reading, Sturdelup's been playing well, and he's on 6.4. Haaland is offside there, and it's a penalty. And Haaland has missed a penalty. Wow. This is, I feel like we had the better of it, but I mean, the last 10-15 minutes, most definitely not. Gonna finish 0-0 at half time. Okay. I'm gonna say I'm disappointed, because we should be doing a lot better than this right now. Shudlup and Salah have both not been at the races. If if the way things are going, we could concede here. Right, Shudlup is going to come off. It's going to be Luis Diaz. Okay, we've got Fofana, who we can possibly bring on for Darwin. Salah has been awful. We've really got to get out the blocks here. Right, if Alexander-Arnold needs to make way, he switched with Emery. That's the other thing that's quite a bug that annoys me. They've got Emery there at a 4-star. He's most definitely not a 4-star player in that position. One goal will nick it. I just feel as though it could be City that might get it at this rate. Haaland's so dangerous. Right, Fofana for Nunez. And Salah will make way for Zakarian. See if we can get anything out of them in the last few minutes. Probably not. So we've scored in the 92nd minute. And it's a Laporte own goal. Fofana was the one that had the shot. And it's worked, and we've won 1-0 in the last minutes. Obviously very, very pleased with that in the end. I feel like we stole that. I feel like City were a better side. So we come away with our home game. So Yeah, really pleased with that result. Okay, so I don't know why I've gone to there. I'm not sure how to spell the kid's name, so I'm gonna look at the actual side. I just want to have a look, maybe scout him as well. Why would it have done that? Players, would he still be here? I imagine he would. Yusufa Mukuku. 77 million pounds. What's his history been like? Okay, he hasn't really done a great deal for him. I'm still going to scout him. I feel as though I did just see old Southampton favourite Romeo Lavea. £21 million from Southampton now. So, I just went one out too far. Hendrick. Can I get him in? And can I loan him out? No, do you know what? They don't need to pay anything. We got plenty of money. 20 million though is not going to get the job done. Let's say 25. They think that that is acceptable. Have I mugged myself off in any way, shape or form? Possibly. I don't think he'll come. Oh, he has considerable interest. We've got the money. So I feel as though that this is the right play. It's a deal which will see a really, really promising youngster. And it's going forward. It's Mokoko's a B. Okay, I'm more than happy to look at Hendrick and try and get him in. Kudos of a bruised knee. So we've got Wolves away coming up. Listen, yeah, that's probably the right call, to be honest. Wow, so interesting. So the fixture list for the 2024 UEFA Champions League has been revealed. For this season, a new format is introduced where every team will play 8 matches against different opponents. 36 teams compete in a single league table. I didn't think this was ever going to happen. So ranked teams 1 to 8 go straight into a round of 16. Ranked teams 9 to 24 will face each other in a knockout playoff round. So games there to be looking at, really, you know. Home against Napoli, away against Madrid, home against PSG. and away against Juventus. Other than that, the rest are not too bad. But new format, not sure if I like that. I think it's just purely because it might be changed. Okay, so let's have a look at this. It's certainly very interesting. Not sure if I like it. I might change my mind at the end of all of that. So we've drawn Arsenal in the Carabao Cup third round. It's not going to be an easy game. We are coming up to transfer deadline day. Right, well, while we are here, we might as well have a look. Purely because we can take him on if need be. I mean, he doesn't look bad, but he's only ever going to be third choice for me. Whew. Hendrick comes in. We've loaned him back out, which is absolutely fine with me. I say I'm not sure how the Brazilian season works. But it's absolutely fine because realistically we don't overly need him now. So Zier Emery can come in. Also, as I've just seen, Kudos is hurt. Calvin Ramsey can come on the bench. It's interesting to look at how many sort of wingers I have. I do have a lot of wingers now. Sludlup didn't do anything to really make me say he needs to stay in the side. I want to see some progress from Zier Emery. Ideally, I would have still liked to have got rid of Fabinho, but to be honest, he's so versatile. I think it's the right thing to do to keep him on at the moment. Still unsure about Nunez. He was on fire the season before, last season. Made me realise he's probably not the right man, and that is why I have brought in someone like an Hendrick. We have the money there, we might as well get the talents ready for the future. So fullbacks and their bookings on this game. Always plenty of them. Declan Rice has just scored his first ever goal for Liverpool. Good pressure. I think the keeper's got to do better there if I'm honest, but I don't care how they go in, just as long as they do go in. So I've just praised the team for going 1-0 up, and Rice has got a frown on his face. So it's 1-0 at half time. It's not been particularly great, purely because Wolves have had more opportunities than us. I mean, it can finish 1-0 before all I care, but I'd certainly rather it didn't. It's time to make some changes. Nunez is going to come off for Fofana. Schürrle up for Diaz. That will do for the moment. So Wolves seem to be doing alright here. I'll do Trent for Fabinho, although would probably have rather Ramsey come on. And we got ourselves a second, Thierry Emery. Oh, he scored. That will do. Okay, let's have a look. Robertson has definitely run his race. His formation definitely kills my fullbacks. I think it's going to have to be Salah. And it'll be Telles Magno that comes on. Get the boys to focus. Move back to defensive. And we will take a 2-0 away victory. Really pleased that Thierry Emery has opened his account. And also Declan Rice. We'll take them however they come. So we are 5 from 5, which is really good. City and Newcastle are both chasing. We've won 7 straight. Clean sheets against Chelsea and City are very pleasing, I will say. Club's never been in a better financial position than it is now. And we love that. Everton up next. Jeremy and Fofana second and third. Well, Susic's goal was a banger, so manager of the month as well. We love that. Transfer window coming up now. Normally I would involve myself. I've got no business to do. I'm really happy with my squad at the moment. I mean, it might be an outgoing, but at the moment I'm not too sure. I don't think I need to change anything. I think we need 1 or 2 on deadline. I'd like to know who you think we need. Telles Magno in the Brazil squad for the first time, or is it just me? Yeah, it is. We love that. Nabry to Man U. Renato Sanchez to Juve. I have to look at Renato Sanchez myself, if I'm going to be honest with you. He looks pretty beastly. 18.5 million. Do you know what? I'm gonna scout him. I'm not gonna make a move. So I think we're gonna be making these moves. So Fofana is a rumour to Bayern. Barbosa, Nico. No doubt this guy's got a £400 million release clause. Yeah, it's 47 million. I'm gonna decline. Normally I would do those, but it's normally when I've got business to do. Not really much point to be involved there. If Bayern are interested in Fofana, they're going to have to get their cash out. City have just completed £60 million for Gnabry. B minus. Okay, not overly that great. Bazenu. Wow, so that goes to show exactly how much business we had to do there. We did nothing. So Santos, Elliott, and Thiago were our main movers, all midfielders, and we brought in Wanner, Zier Emery, and Zakarian. But Man City's wage bill over £1 million more than ours. I'm pleased with our side. Bringing in Hendrick, I feel like was a winner. Just get the impression I may have overpaid. Danny Olmo has joined United. Just wanted to have a look at Hendrick and see. So I imagine their season has only just begun, has it? Oh no, it is looking like it's wow, my goodness, how many games does a team play? My God. So if their end of season, is it our end of season or their end of season? It'll be interesting to know. Either way, he's better off staying there for the time being. It probably will allow me to possibly offload either Fofana or Victor Roque. It'll probably be Fofana. Not that Fofana has done anything wrong, just the other two, I believe, have more potential. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. Alexander Arnold. We've paid £2 million for the Strudel up transfer deal. One thing I must do, I will have a look in a moment, is I just want to see where players are out on clauses, because I seem to have still a fair few going on now. I need to get a lot of these scout reports off, I think. Far too many of them. I've got no players in for the young players, eh? Fofana got himself a hat-trick. So Everton at home, then St Gallen away. Trent is fit. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily have said that was fit. What's that? Rice needs a rest. He does. Fabinho can come in and fill in there. It's fine. Just not getting Nunez. Really not. I mean, he's not done nothing wrong. He's still worth a few quid. He's got all the attributes to be a good advanced forward. As you can see, he does score goals. 1 goal this season is not great though. I'm just not sure about him. Right, the big Merseyside derby. And to be honest, Everton are playing quite well this season. So I'm expecting a win. Luis Diaz has put us 1-0 up. Ramsey's ball, Darwin well tackled. And Diaz smashes it home. Praise the boys. Demand more. It's not really been a classic match so far, you know. I mean, we are having the better of the ball, we're having more shots, and they're not doing too much, but we're getting bookings. I most definitely would like a second goal to at least try and get a bit more of an advantage here. I thought it might have been a penalty then. Salah's gone in the book. Nunez has been diabolical again. Oh, we've gone and got our second one. It's an Antonio Silva header. That is what the doctor ordered. We did need that. I'm going to make 2 substitutions. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make that 3. So Nunez, you are not playing well at all. Tellez Magno will go up top. Slurdlup will come on for Diaz. And Kirkaz will come on at left back. Reason being, Fabinho's nearly done. Robertson just needs a bit of a break. Van Dijk with Zabani. See, I'd have said, oh, Slurdlup has just gone and made it 3. Thierry Emery in Slurdlup. That's a good individual goal. Pickford's got to do better there, though, for me. So, when it comes to subs here, it looks like it's Fabinho, and if they say Van Dijk, they say Van Dijk. I can make them changes. Bring on Rice just for a little bit. And Van Dijk for Zabani. Get the boys to focus. A clean sheet now would be, I'd be more than happy with. Go defensive, see the game out. Another clean sheet would be fantastic. And it's a 3-0 win at home. Very well deserved. Delighted Merseyside derby win. Seems we've been playing a lot of matches at home at the moment. City have lost 3-2 to Arsenal, where the gap has forged already. Rice is on the way to possibly. So that's one thing I did want to check out. I believe it's in recruitment and clauses. So we owe money for Andre Santos. Joe Bellingham, they're probably more long term. We owe Fulham for Carvalho. Luis Diaz, we still owe a lot of money there. Although look at his transfer value, 101 million. It's not a bad thing. So PSG owe us money every 6 months. Mulder will be owed money after Fofana's goals. Bayern still owe us money in respect of Joe Gomez. So we're paying Jordan Henderson 65 grand a week, but only for one season. Kirkaz is just based on. Sorry, I've lost myself. I was reading the other one. Appearances, but obviously he's got a big profit there, which I'm not planning on getting rid of him. So Kudos is owed another 500k. Tyler Morton, we can buy the player back for 40 million. We owe Benfica plenty of money here and there for Nunez, but his goals will run out very, very soon. Declan Rice, it's 500,000 each. That will be paid up this season. Then it's instalments. Sturdy up 1 million after the next 12. Antonio Silva's 1 million on internationals and leagues. New York City will be due 1 million after 20 international appearances. See, we are paying a lot of money for Thiago there, but it's only for this season. Victor Roque, there's a lot of stuff there with him. There's a Barney, so that's £2 million after 29 league appearances. And Thierry Emery is more on the league appearances, which will probably get done. So there are still a few there, but it's not as mad as what it once was, say, maybe 10-15 episodes ago. So we've got St Gallen away. Interesting game, this one. Where are St Gallen based? That's right, they're Swiss. Could not for the life of me think we should win this at a canter. I would hope so. Ardagula. Very interesting with this new format of the Champions League. We are going to make some changes. Because it's the correct thing to do. We'll bring in Declan. So I'm going to change my front three for the match. But of course they will all be on the bench waiting. I'm just going to make sure that that is exactly the case. There's Salah, Nunez and Diaz. Giallo, we don't really need you on the bench, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Kudos can come in now. Just hope I haven't changed too much, but I feel as though I'd like to give them boys a run out. This could be the game to have a run out. St Gallen versus Liverpool. They've made 11 changes to their starting 11. We've made 5 changes. and St Gallen have taken the lead. Wow. Now, I never said anything, but there is a trophy on here for getting 5 consecutive clean sheets, and I still haven't got it, and I was hoping by now that I would have done. And our live league position is 32nd. I'm going to be honest with you, this is an awful start. We have scored, and it's Schroeder up, I believe. He's scored a bit of a banger by the look of things. Oh, it's a beaut. It's Coutinho-esque. I would say that this is certainly a game that we can't draw. I might have to bring on the heavy hitters very, very soon. I'm not really doing much to fill me with confidence. No, I'll have to make the changes. Do you know what? I'm gonna bring on all three. Didn't think that this was going to be the possibility of happening, but it is, and they've got 25 minutes to perform. And at this rate, we are going to be held by St Gallen. Nothing is happening. Van Dijk with Zabani, that's fine. My goodness, we've scored in the 89th minute. Antonio Silva again. I feel like we've got away with murder on this one. And Diaz has just made it 3-1. Well, in the end, we did get the result, but whew, I'm calling them out. They've been poor. They have been poor. I'm disappointed. And that puts us in third. Very, very interesting. This of. I wonder if this is actually going to happen. I know there was talk of it, but it will be interesting to see whether that happens. So there's more money on the line as well. The more you win, the more money comes into the club as well. So next up, we'll have Napoli at home in the Champions League. Alexander-Arnold. Tough away game against Palace next. Rice is out for a few days. So now we've got to start again on the clean sheets. Just intrigued on the stages. So we've conceded 1 goal in 6 games. Very, very good. Also, someone like Norwich, who have only conceded 3. Right. We're going to go back to what we know. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Darwin Nunez is what's happened here? He needs. I think at one point he was a 3.5 star player, and now he's not looking so great. Bellingham looks a bit knackered. Rice, we're not even gonna try. Okay, Van Dijk, you can come out. We'll put in Zabani. And that is how we are going to line up here. Don't expect this to be a particularly easy match. Demanding more from them. It's the type of match as a genuine Liverpool fan that scares me, because someone like a Palace, it's a penalty to Palace, and Alisson saves again. Honestly, look, we haven't even hit the target. It's really bad. Going through that patch. Well, not so much to say right now. You've got to do better here. Right, Bellingham's knackered, which he is. Susic is my main man in there. Salah's been awful, as a matter of fact. I need to make a double sub. Bring on Rice. Okay, we've got 15 minutes. Nunez, I think he's going to lose his place soon, you know. He's not done anything to really show me why he should be starting. Okay, we've got 10 minutes. Just all Palace on the ball. Okay, so it's a disappointing 0-0 draw. Let's be honest, we could have lost. Calvin Ramsey, not with a good reaction from me being angry there. Couldn't really not be. That's a poor draw, to be honest. Palace are well down. Vinicius Junior scouted by PSG. So we paid $500,000 to West Ham for Rice. Newcastle beat City. And we got Arsenal up next. Andy Delort up front for him. It's an interesting player to have there. Arsenal were not as good as us, but they could spring a surprise. Andre Santos is... Right, so that calls for the end of this episode. So it's been really, really good. I mean, we started off the episode with 4-0 at Chelsea, 1-0 at City, 2-0 at Wolves, 3-0 at Everton, 1-3-1 against St Gallen, but it was completely awful, let's be honest, and a 0-0 there against Palace. So incoming, these are the rough games we're playing in the episode. We've got Carabao Cup and we've got Tottenham, Blackburn and Villa in the league, and it's Napoli and Real Madrid in the Champions League. So not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. So that calls for today. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you for more Liverpool rebuild, and hopefully we can carry on the success. Take care and have a good day.